Hello, good morning, my dear third grade students. Welcome to our class. Children, what we had discussed in the last class, did you remember what I discussed? Yes, I had discussed different types of beaks, isn't it? I started fourth lesson and I explained the different types of beaks, how the birds will use their different types of beaks to eat food. So today I will explain feet and claws. What I will explain, children? Feet and claws. So what do you mean by feet and claws? First, feet. Feet means nothing but their legs, children. We will use our legs to walk, isn't it? What we will use to walk, to move here and there, what you will use, children? Your legs. In the same way, birds also use their legs to walk. So that is called as feet. So for our hands, we will have fingers, isn't it, children? These are the fingers. For our legs, we have toes. For our feet, we have toes, isn't it? Already you know we have 10 fingers, 10 toes, isn't it? In the same way, birds also will have a legs. They also have a feet. So, and these feet will help them to walk on the ground, as well as they can walk on the branches of the tree, isn't it? Did you observe any time crow or sparrows or pigeons, when they are on the trees and the branches, they will walk, isn't it? They will use their wings to fly, but they will use their feet to walk, isn't it? Sometimes they will walk on the ground also. So that is called as feet. They will use their feet to walk. And claws. Claws means how they will have a hand palms. In the same way, for feet also have a claws. What it is? C-L-A-W-S, claws. So these claws will help the birds to catch the things, to hold the things. Suppose if I want to hold the pen, I'm using my finger to hold it, isn't it, children? I'm holding the pen with my finger, isn't it? With my two fingers, I'm holding the pen. In the same way, birds also, if they want to hold anything for eating or to catch, they will use their claws, isn't it? So the feet and claws will help the birds to hold the things as well as to walk. Children, please keep your textbooks in front of you while I am explaining. You can refer the page, you can refer the pictures of your textbook. So easily you can notice the picture in your textbook what I am explaining. So keep your textbook in front of you and listen. So these feet and claws will help them to walk as well as to hold the things. So these birds are categorized into different types. How the birds will have different types of beaks. So in the same way, these birds also differentiated. We have many birds, isn't it, children? Like parrot, sparrow, pigeon, peacock, so many birds. Already you answered. Name any 5 birds I given in the last task, So many birds are there in our surroundings. So here the birds are categorized into different types. They are praying birds, perching birds, scratching birds, climbing birds, swimming or aquatic birds, wading birds, running birds. What are the, children? I am repeating once again. Praying birds, perching birds, scratching birds, climbing birds, swimming or aquatic birds, wading birds, running birds. So each and every type of bird I will explain. One by one I will explain. Please refer your textbook. Keep your textbook in front of you. Observe the picture so that you can understand the concept very clearly. Now I will explain praying birds. Praying birds means flesh-eating birds. Praying birds means flesh-eating birds. What are the flesh-eating birds, children? Yes, eagle, vulture, owl. These are all flesh-eating birds. They will kill the other birds and eat. Otherwise, they will find out the dead animals, isn't it? They will eat the dead animals also. So these praying birds, flesh-eating birds, are called as praying birds. P-R-E-Y-I-N-G, praying birds. So they will have a very sharp and curved claws. Their claws will be in a curve shape like this, curve shape. Look at the picture in your textbook how the claws will be have. So 3 toes in front side and 1 at the back. Did you observe, children? 3 are in the front side and 1 at the back. So by this they will hold it, isn't it? By using their claws they will hold it. So these sharp and curved claws are called as talons. What it is, children? Talons. T-A-L-O-N-S, talons. Next, what they will eat, this praying birds, they will catch the other animals or other birds, like small birds or toads or rats. It will catch and it will eat. Toads is nothing but a small bird without not having a wings, with a small body. So these praying birds will catch the other birds and it will eat with the help of their claws. With the help of their claws, it will hold it. So 3 toes at the front side and 1 at the back side. 3 toes at the front side and 1 at the back side. Observe the picture of vulture. It was holding the branch, isn't it, children? It was holding the branch. So vulture, it can hold the branch of the tree and it can it will kill the other animals, other birds, and it will eat. Next, perching birds. What it is, children? Next, perching birds. Perchings. Perching birds. So which birds are perching birds here? Examples: pigeon, crow, sparrow, nightingale. These are the examples of perching birds. What are they, children? Pigeon, crow, sparrow, nightingale. These are the examples of perching birds. So these birds also having 3 toes at the front side and 1 toe at the back side. So by this they can hold the branch firmly. Firmly means very strongly. They can hold the branch very strongly. Why? Because they may fall down, isn't it? So that's why they will hold it like this. So suppose if I want to hold the pen in my hands, what I will do? I will use my fingers to hold it, isn't it, children? In the same way, these birds, these praying birds will have claws to hold the branches, isn't it? So that's why these claws will help us them to hold or to eat, means to catch them or to hold it. So these birds are called as perching birds. What they are, children? Which birds that are? Pigeon, crow, sparrow, nightingales. Next, scratching birds. SCRATCHINGS, scratching birds. So specially scratching birds are hens, children. So did you see hen near your surroundings? Yes. Did you observe the feet of the hen? Which color? Light pinkish color, isn't it? Light pinkish color or a little bit brownish, isn't it? So these toes will have very thin feet. Did you observe? Did you observe in the picture of the hen in your textbook? It will have very thin and sharp claws. And these also, for these birds also, they have 3 toes at the front side and a sharp toe at the back side. Observe, children, 3 toes will be the front side and 1 toe at the back side. And what it will do? It will dig the soil. It will dig the ground. And then it can find some grains or worms or some insects. What will hen will eat, children? What it will eat? Small grains or small worms, insects, isn't it? Which are there on the ground. So it will find it on the ground. So what it will do? It will scratch. With the help of their claws, it will scratch like this, and then it will use their claws to dig out and from the ground, and it will eat. Okay, so what are the scratching birds, children? Hen is the scratching birds. Why it is called as a scratching? Because it was scratching the ground, isn't it? Scratching means nothing but it was like doing like this, scratching, isn't it? So it was scratching the ground and finding the food. So this is scratching bird. Which bird it is? Hen. Children, next, climbing birds. Climbing birds means the birds which will climb on the trees, like parrots, woodpecker, even we can call as pigeons also, isn't it? These are the climbing birds. So these birds will have 2 toes at the front side and 2 toes at the back side. Observe the picture, children, in your textbook. 2 toes at the front side and 2 toes at the back. So these toes help them to they can easily climb on the trees. They will make a balance. They will not fall down by the help of their claws. They will keep balancing and they can easily climb on the trees. Which birds are the climbing birds, children? Parrot, woodpecker. And you know that woodpecker will make a hole with the sharp beak, isn't it? So this woodpecker and parrots will have 2 toes at front side and 2 toes at the backside. So these will help them to climb on the trees, and they will do balancing to not to fall on the ground. Next, swimming or aquatic birds. Swimming means, you know, children? Did you know swimming? Okay. So swimming or aquatic. Aquatic is nothing but with the birds which live in water. Means which are the living things which live in water, they are called as aquatic. So here swimming and aquatic birds. Which birds we can find in water, children? Duck, swan, isn't it? Even cranes also sometimes. So cranes, swans, ducks we can find in the water. So these birds are called as swimming birds. So why? Because they are swimming in the water. So these swimming birds will have 3 toes at the front side. Observe the picture, children. 3 toes at the front side, and in the front side, like this, 3 toes are there. They have a skin in between, children. Did you observe the picture? They have a skin in the between. That skin is called as web. Even we can find for the frog also, isn't it? So due to this web, they can easily swim in the water by using the skin is which is there in the between the fingers, between the feet, isn't it? Between their toes, they have a skin, isn't it? Did you observe the picture? So they have the skin that is called as web. By this web, what it will do? It will push the water backside and it will swim. When we are swimming, children, what you will do? You will push your hands like this, isn't it? You will push your hands and then you will swim. In the same way, this swan and duck, with the help of their web, they will push the water backside and go front. They will do swimming with the help of the web. So that's why they are called as swimming birds or aquatic birds. Next, children, wading birds. Wading birds are like a heron and the crane. These birds are called as wading birds. They have very long legs, children. Long legs and spreaded toes. Their toes are spreaded like this. Their feet toes are spreaded like this, flat, so that they can easily walk in the water. Actually, these birds we can find in the water. So they can easily walk in the shallow water, deep in the water also they can walk. And these toes, these wading birds have the toes very flat, and they have 5 toes, children, 5. 4 at the front side and 1 at the back side. 4 at the front side and 1 at the back side. So by this by these toes, they will easily walk in the water, and the muddy part which is there in the water, it will not stuck to their feet because they are very flat. They can nicely walk in the water. So these birds are called as wading birds. Next, running bird. Running bird is an ostrich, children. Actually, ostrich is a big bird, isn't it? It will not fly. Ostrich will not fly. Why? Because it is having a heavy body. Did you observe ostrich picture? Yes, ostrich will have a heavy body so that it will not fly. It can walk on the ground. So that's why it is called as a running bird. And these ostrich also will have a long and strong legs, isn't it? Why they have a strong legs? Because they have a strong body, isn't it? Big body. So that's why they have a strong legs. And these ostrich toes will have cushion pads. Cushion pads means, you can see the picture, isn't it? The flat substance, isn't it? The flat substance which can easily, when they are walking on the sand, it will not go sink in the sand. It will not go underneath the soil. It can easily walk on the sand. So that's why it is called as a running bird. Ostrich is a running bird. It will walk in the sand, isn't it? On the ground. So today I explain feet and claws and the different types of birds, how they will walk. What are the perching birds, scratching birds, climbing birds? So I explained. So today I will give a simple task, children, for you, that is drawing. You have to draw 3 types of beaks. What you have to draw, children? 3 types of beaks in your classwork book. After writing 3rd lesson question answers, you have to draw 3 types of beaks. But just mention the heading. Draw the 3 types of beaks and draw neatly, children, and then send to my personal window. So today, while watching the video, please keep your textbook in front of you. What I explained today, you have to go through the textbook and Children, remember in the online session I will ask you questions and each and everyone should answer. Everyone should respond and give the answers by evening. Okay children? Isn't it? So you have, otherwise I will mark as a absent. If you not respond, I will mark as a absent for 2 or 3 days. Okay. So you have to give answers and send to my personal window. So the task of the day is draw 3 types of beaks neatly in your classwork book after finishing the third lesson question answers. Okay children? Isn't it? So do it neatly and send to my personal window. Thank you children.